Yeah.
Okay. Are you running? Alright, this is Orion. He is Marissa's cat. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We're trying to be quiet. We've got him in the kitty room. He's actually been in here for a couple of hours just acclimating. He is historically a potential level 4. We're going to try to do an exam on him without having to sedate him. Maybe he'll only be level 2 today. So we've got the diffuser, fellow-way diffuser plugged in. He again has just been relaxing here for a couple hours on his own to acclimate. Marissa's here with us today and is going to help be a friendly face, and hopefully that'll help make it easier for him. We've got a little soft music playing. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but I think Orion can probably hear it, which is the important part. So we're going to go slow. What I anticipate is that he may let me do very little and then show me in short order that we're not going to be able to do any more than that. So if that's the case, we're prepared with a towel to kind of gently put over his head and to cover his eyes, and then hold him, give him an injection of a sedative so that we can go ahead and take a look at him. And really, if he was a level 4 that was like that every time he came in, and we knew that that's what we'd have to do, we wouldn't even be attempting to look at him without it. And we would actually be removing the top of the carrier and at the same time sliding the towel in over the top of him. So actually the towel's on him before the cover even comes off, so he really doesn't have to see us. And then quick give him the injection, and there may be a little stress involved, but a lot less than if we try to do anything else with him. So he's not at least presenting today as a true level 4, in that he's not growling, not hissing, and just kind of looking around. So we're going to try to look at him, and he'll tell us what we can do. So we've got rabies shot that he's due for, and we've got some sedation just in case. These aren't my favorite carriers because these clips are noisy, and they sometimes are difficult to open, and anything we do that's noisy and making his cage vibrate is going to stress him. So it's not the best carrier in the world for examining a level 4. So I don't know how his level of anxiety is from just doing that, but we're going to find out. Are we ready, Carrie? Okay, we're ready. So we just kind of go slow with him. And see what he allows me to do. Hi, Ryan. So far he's acting like a suspicious level 1. But we know that he can be a level 4, so you have to be real careful with these guys. Because they can turn from a 1.5 to a 4 in a very short period of time. Carrie, I'm just going to turn that light up just a little bit more. See how much he'll let me do. He's well hydrated. True level 4, we would not be doing this much of a physical exam. So, any hands around the face or the mouth is a threat to a level 4, and he would have bitten me or lunged at me already. He still has time to do that, but we'll try to go as easy as we can. Maybe he won't be a level 4 today. So far, so good. There's the hiss. Lungs are clear. Heart rate's not that high, it's about 180. Now the hardest part, I think, and we had this problem with Nika's cat, is getting underneath to feel their belly. And so many times I'll gently, more of a distraction scruff than a restraint, because our goal is not to restrain them, but more to distract them.
This tends to be what he doesn't care about.
He's not a big fan of scruffing.
Belly.
So if we can just, maybe just a little bit. distract him for just a minute. Feel his belly. Again, I'm not trying to restrain him in any way. I'm just more a distraction. Because I think if I just reached under to feel his belly, that would not have gone over well. Okay. That one okay. Let's see if we can look at his bum. Looks good. Lymph nodes are fine. So, he's historically level 4 who was totally not a level 4, probably a level 2. Now, the only thing we have to do now is give him his rabies shot and maybe get his weight. I think I'll probably give him his rabies shot first. So, Marissa, what we're going to do is I'll probably have you just cover his head. And I'll sneak in and go ahead and give him a shot. Vaccines, and maybe we can even get his weight today. I don't want to push the envelope too much, but if we can get his weight, that would be great. Hi. Again, I'm not restraining him. We're going to pick him up by his scruff, but just kind of a gentle distraction. I'm supporting him underneath. That's where I'm lifting him. He is 13 pounds, 10 ounces. Okay, so he's done. So that was Orion. We've never been able to get that far with him, so I'm very happy. And you know, a lot of this cat handling is we have expectations and maybe things that we think are going to happen based on history, but I think if we do everything we can to minimize the stress for them, hopefully he doesn't come out after me here. We can accomplish what we need to do a thorough exam, avoid sedation, and make it an experience for them that is far less stressful than it would have been otherwise, and maybe has been historically. And I think a lot of practices, they don't understand that, and so they're loud, the lights are high, there's a lot of motion, the cats are in the dog ward. I mean, there's all these things that we try to do with the cat-friendly practice that make it so that a cat like Orion, we're able to do the things that we did today, and so I'm real happy that things went the way they were. We did. Marissa was very stressed about what was going to potentially happen today, but things went really well. So this is not going to go into the level 4 video catalog, probably go into a level 2. But I think the more videos we have and the more you see how we do things, the better able you as an employee or tech are going to be able to handle these patients. So that's all for today.